Good morning. Good morning, Frankie. Let me get you treats. I get you treats. There you go. Yum. So it's a pretty gray day today, and unfortunately I've had a headache for like the past day and a half, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get Frank out for a pee, and then I'm gonna make some tea, and I'm gonna go for a walk, but yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna end up leaving here today. Yeah, buddy. Look at that tail. You're so sweet, bud. You're such a nice dog. Thank you. Thanks for being my friend. So there's a waterfall here I'm going to walk to a little later. I'm excited to go see that again because I have actually camped here a few times. This is one of my regular spots when I come through the US. I really like going to new places, but I also really enjoy going back to the same places and kind of like becoming familiar with them and creating a history and just feeling a little more at home on the road. He's so happy just to be laying outside on dry ground. It's really nice to see. It's a nice quiet spot here. There's only one other camper, but I think they're actually living here and they like go away to work during the day, so it's really just us right now. And yeah, I've just been making the bed, tidying up, getting ready to go down to the waterfall. I'm still a little in disbelief that I'm like here in Oregon, enjoying this terrain that is so different than anything in British Columbia. I just had got to a point where I honestly thought I would just spend the rest of my life in Canada. I just didn't imagine leaving after everything that went down the last few years. And being down here when the pandemic started, I think actually affected me more than I realized, like at the time. And It was a little unsettling. I didn't know what to do, and I was really far from home, and I refused to just like run with my tail between my legs, so I just parked in the desert for like 50 days. And I'm going to take you to that spot. We're going to go there in a couple weeks. We're going to go back there, and I'm just going to reflect on everything, because that's like my home in a way. This just random spot in what felt like the middle of nowhere, so that I wouldn't get kicked out of there, so I could just be there quietly and just not be in the snow. I just didn't want to go back and be in the snow. So yeah, it was a weird time, and I'm really, really grateful to be back down here. It's so nice. It's such a beautiful day. Some people might think you need sunshine to have a beautiful day, but I think today is very, very nice. This landscape really suits this time of year where the grass is all yellow. It looks so nice with the junipers and the sage bushes, and like all the different colors and textures of the rock, and the smell. Oh, so, so good. I wish I could share with you. I didn't make any plans for today prior to today. I just kind of woke up and did what I felt like doing. And it ended up being just an absolutely splendid, perfect day. This is a really nice spot. It's been really nice just having a quiet day, hanging out down by the river, and just kind of like taking it all in. There's so many just like little sights to behold that are just stunning. It's so different from what I'm used to. And yeah, being in a place like this brings back a lot of memories of time spent walking through Oregon, previous visits here. Even when I do make plans with myself, they're kind of just general guidelines, and then I have a very strong tendency to just do as I feel like in the moment, or I might research a bunch of stuff that's around, and then just do what I feel like when the time comes and not like hold myself to a bunch of plans I've pre-made. It's really nice to just wake up and see how you feel that day, see what your energy level is like, and just kind of like go with the wind and go with the flow, you know, and just, yeah, it works out really well all the time. I never regret living this way. It's quite nice. I have no idea how long I'll be in this area. I won't be leaving it tomorrow, maybe the day after, maybe 5 days after. I don't really know. So yeah, it's been great just to hang around and cook meals. And yeah, I'm gonna settle in for a few hours of work. But yeah, I got a tulsi chai and some more in the pot down there. And yeah, I'm stoked to wake up tomorrow and see what I feel like doing. I'm gonna bring you along. Definitely want to get some hiking in, so that could be cool. But either way, pretty sure it's gonna be a great day. I am so stoked to be back here. If you don't know, this is Smith Rock State Park in Central Oregon. I haven't been here since before I lived in a van, because last time I tried to come here with my friend Holly, it was so busy we couldn't get anywhere near it. But look at this. There's like 5 other people here. And so, of course, I snagged the spot next to all the handicap spots, because there's this like no man's land next to my van, and I like to hang out the side doors, which means after my hike I can hang out here. So it is a great day. I am so excited. Is that yours now? You own the trail barricade? Yes, okay. So it's really hard leaving Frank in the van every time I go for a walk, especially when I'm out and there's like young dogs running around super stoked. Definitely makes me sad, but I have to look after myself, and walking is very important for my mental and physical health. So I just have to like learn to deal with leaving him behind a little bit from time to time. That was pretty tough getting up here, if I'm totally honest with you. At least for me. Other people, it seems quite easy for them. I let a lot of people pass me, but I'm just gonna hang out with this sweet tree. It's all twisted. It's just too inviting. But yeah, I'm in the worst shape of that I have been in for like the past 20 years. And the real tipping point was through hiking the Pacific Crest Trail. I was in really good shape when I finished it, but I was also extremely fatigued and depleted. And that was kind of what kicked the door open for me to start feeling the effects of having Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And since then, I've been battling with chronic pain and chronic fatigue on and off. I'm just having a really hard time with my body. I've also received some pretty judgmental comments from people I thought were friends about my body. Basically just not being up to their standards to spend time with them is what it feels like. And that's a pretty hard thing to deal with. So being out of shape and having put on quite a bit of weight compared to earlier years has really taken a toll on my mental health. And I like getting out. I like seeing places, and that means being in better shape. But it's just been really hard to get there dealing with my own health issues, dealing with Frank's health issues, being a caregiver, and then putting a lot of my energy into van projects over the years. And that's okay. I think it's okay. And I'm working on accepting more so the state I'm in, because your body doesn't like when you don't like it. So, but I also accept that to get from where I am to where I'd like to be, it's just going to be uncomfortable and challenging and a lot of heart pounding, heavy breathing hikes. So yeah, it feels good. I made it up slow and steady. I'm very good at pacing myself, but yeah, it has been something that's I've been working on and struggling with and feeling pretty judged about from certain people in my life and some strangers on the internet who don't matter as much as the people in my life. But yeah, life has its seasons, and my value as a person isn't based on how fit I am. Yeah, so just taking it one day at a time. All right, so this is really nice. I'm having a great time, especially now that all the endorphins from getting my heart rate up have kicked in. And the thing about this being challenging for me is I was thinking about it and realizing that I've always done things that are challenging for me no matter what shape I'm in. So now I just have the benefit of feeling challenged without actually having to spend all freaking day on trail or hike up like 2,000 meters or something like that. I can just go on like a normal hike and enjoy the challenge. This spot is really nice, so I'm just gonna sit here for a bit and take it in. But while I'm on the topic of my weight and my fitness, it's really not just aesthetics. I mean, it's mostly not aesthetics. I think if people are going to be shallow and judge me for how I look, then they're not people I want in my life. But heart issues do run through the female side of my body, and unfortunately, I lost my grandma many years ago, just due to health issues that I want to avoid. And so while I was in Squamish, I was actually addressing some issues and pain I've been having in my heart lately. And so it's pretty important for me to stay in shape and to keep excess weight off and just do everything I can to help me have a long life. Yeah, it's a scary thing. There's not a lot in life I'm actually scared of, and I don't tend to worry, but when it comes to inherited health issues, I do a little, and they're always on my mind. And yeah, I just want to live a long, fulfilling life. So that means being cognizant of my activity level and looking after my heart and looking after my fitness abilities and not carrying excess weight, especially also having joint issues. Extra weight does hurt my knees. It's a bit of a trip to be back here because the last time I was here was like this whirlwind trip with a couple friends from Squamish. We came down to climb for like 3 days. We had like 3 or 4 days off, and we like drove down from Squamish, like climbed, drove right back. Like, we got a couple days of climbing in. We hardly got any sleep. And that was like before I lived in a van. It was before I had Frank. And yeah, it just feels really cool to be back. It'd be awesome to be here with a friend and get to do some of the climbing because it's really nice. But this has been a great walk. And I've said hi to so many people who all said hi to me. And that just feels great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I missed you so much. I missed you so much, but I love you. Oh. It's so nice to be home with you, Frank. There you go. It's been an awesome couple days here in Central Oregon. Thank you so much for coming along. Big thank you to patrons. Like, subscribe, keep being awesome, and I will see you in the next one.